Hi everyone. Guess where I am? Bonjour tout le monde. Grüß Gott. Willkommen, bienvenue. I'm just walking up the path there from the house. Back in France. I'm going to go up to the garden and start a couple of wee projects. So I thought I would show you in relation to the house whereabouts the garden is. I'm also going to try the one stick fire challenge again, so I need to find a reasonably good stick, and I think what I will do is first of all have a look in the garden and see if there's any pine, because I'm hoping that the resin and the pine might make for an easier one stick fire challenge. So here we are, we're just walking up this wee woodland path from the house, which, as you can see, wasn't far at all. It's about 70 degrees, 23 Fahrenheit or something. It's slightly overcast today, but it is not raining. I've got a small kind of enclosed garden right next to the house, but this larger garden is the one that I've done my other bushcrafting episodes in. And as I said, it is my property, so I'm free to do what I like in it, if you know what I mean. I don't think that wood would be any good. It might be quite punky. So let's go up and see what the garden looks like. It's October, which would hopefully mean that we're in the dieback season. The grass has certainly died back a bit. Let's have a look and see how the garden looks. So, fair wee bit of growth over here where the chair is. Looks mostly like nettles. This bit here is where I had my shelter the last time against that back wall. The hen house thing's there, and my bushcraft chair. So I'm going to have a wee scout about and see if I can find a decent stick for this one stick challenge. So a couple of projects in mind. Hopefully try and get the hammock attached somewhere, and possibly build a Dakota fire pit. That's the plan anyway. So we'll see how we go. I'm going to have a scout about in the area and try and decide where would be a good spot to kind of set up a wee base. I was thinking about over here this time, but as you can see there are a lot of nettles and there's a lot of debris over there. So But the thing I didn't like about this spot, which was the one that I was in the last time, and the thing that I didn't really like too much about that were the pine needles, because those pine needles just drop all the time on you, and they're a bit annoying. But I'm also restricted by trees that I can use, so I might need to try and build a tripod system for the hammock, which would be fun. I'm also hoping that I left the big saws up here, because I couldn't find my big saws in the house, but I'm hoping I've put them in that shed over there. So let's have a look. Well, I've laboured for about at least an hour, I think, trying to get the hammock set up with a kind of tripod system. But I'm obviously doing something wrong, because I'm not getting the right tension. I think that's probably the rain just about to come on. So I'm going to get wet. I don't have a shelter set up other than hiding in that hen house. And I don't think I'll have time to get a tarp set up very quickly. I've marked out on the ground here where I was going to build the Dakota fire pit. So, but that rain's going to be certainly problematic. So I'm not going to go mad digging it too deep or anything. I don't really need it too deep. I'm just going to create a wee tiny base like that, and get some of my bricks. If you'd watched any of my earlier videos, you would have known that I'd carried these bricks up before from the house. So these are still up here. Should probably try and put a tarp up, because it does feel like it's going to rain. It is kind of spitting at the moment. Spent so much time faffing about with that hammock, I'd have been better off putting the tarp up. Anyway, never mind. So I brought these with me to recycle to try and make the wee fire pit. They're just, you know, like when you get a disposable barbecue. So it's the tops of the disposable barbecue that I saved. And I'm going to put one on there as a kind of fire grate, and then I'm going to build another layer of the fire with another one on top for the grill. That's the plan. The only thing that tripod's come in handy for is setting the camera on it. What I might do is dig that back bit out, put that other big bit at the back. So here it is at the moment. This is the basic construction. A small kind of fire pit with a grate, and that's my coal tray. And then I've got the other grate which can go up here just for cooking. Well, that's the general idea, but I am going to build a wee another hole here as an air chamber. So I've kind of got the Dakota fire pit assemblage. I've left that wee bit, you know, hollowed out just now because I need to be able to get the tunnel through for the fire pit. So I'll dig that bit next. I'm just thinking I should probably have dug the hole first and then put the bricks in. I'm going to have to dig right under where that brick's lying. To try and get the tunnel, which is not going to be easy. Well, what I might do is dig all that up. I wonder if I should... No, if I dig it up and backfill it, I'll never get it solid, will I? I don't think so. the soil's actually really soft and crumbly anyway, so the soil's just kind of crumbling to pieces, which might not work. Well, probably just try and light it the way it is. I mean, it doesn't have to be rocket science, it just needs to work. I'm going to try and build a wee fire up on it and see if I can get it lit. So, let's find some sticks. These feel quite dry, and given the colour and the location of them, they feel like pine. I think. Oh, it is getting quite humid and it is beginning to look like it might actually lash with rain. Maybe I should put a tarp up. Coming in as well. I'm under the cover of the tree at the moment. Well, this piece isn't massive and there's a couple of holes in it, but it might work. Think about it. That's not too bad. I left a lot of my wee tent stakes in that wall, which is handy. Now, I'm not going to go over the top or anything here. I'm just going to try and create a wee basic lean-to here, so that I can at least put my bag under it. I mean, obviously there's the hen coop, but you don't really want to go in and out there because, as I said, it's not a very stabilised structure, plus the fact the door's totally hanging off and rotted. So it's not really a good idea going in and out there on a regular basis. I did bring a very minimum amount of stuff with me in my backpack because I was flying over, so I couldn't bring any of my I couldn't bring my full camping gear, but I just brought a wee supply of a couple of wee things that would help me out. Probably should have thought of this first instead of faffing about with that hammock, which was never going to work. At least if I get it set up. I can then adjust the tensions here and there and whatnot. Because that's the rain coming on again. I'm going to end up standing hunkered under this. I mean, it's not cold, so I'm not dreadfully worried about getting wet. As you know, I'm only minutes from the house anyway. I bought these wee tarp clips on Amazon, so they're good if you don't have grommets on some of your tarp, because it just clips on and it gives you a wee grommet, so quite handy. There's a massive slug under there, I need to flick that off and all. Well, there we go, that actually took a couple hours. At least an hour. Probably an hour and a half. I should have done that first instead of messing about with that hammock, because there is forecast quite a lot of rain this week, so if I don't have something to hunker down in, I'm going to get wet when I'm up here. Anyway, that's that done now. So I have chosen here my one stick, which I'm going to try and process, only using my ferro rod, my hands, and maybe some rocks, and then I'm going to try and go for this one stick fire again. So let's see how we got on. I'm putting on a kind of big pair of crazy looking safety work gloves, because one of the things that I have found, I'm sure you all know that anyway, when you're trying to work with wood, you always end up with hundreds of scalps in your fingers and hands and stuff if you don't wear gloves. So it is definitely worth it wearing gloves. So here's my ferro rod. And let's just start and see what we can get done here. I think there's quite a lot of kind of dry bark on this. I know I said that the last time, but this definitely does feel drier. Okay, now I think I've got this more or less set up, processed. the way I want it, and so I'm going to take it over to this fire pit and see if I can get it started. So I'll show you what it looks like once I've set it up. Well, there we go. I'm not going to count that as a success for the one stick fire challenge because I couldn't get it started with the ferro rod. I certainly think that wood was dry enough to burn, as you can see, but I'm going to have to research a bit more about getting the tinder. But for the time being, I just wanted to test out this wee pit again. Well guys, some definite success today. Managed to build a reasonable lean-to shelter, and the fire pit barbecue is a roaring success. That one stick fire would have definitely boiled the water, however I didn't manage to get it started with the ferro rod. But I am not giving up, I will keep trying. I'm going to call it today. It's 5 o'clock, so probably been up here about 3 or 4 hours. Just messing about. Absolutely great fun. Pity that I didn't get the hammock sorted out, but any case, at least that tripod came in handy to attach the shelter to. What I might do is I might add on to that and make a porch area, or put some more tarps at the side to stop any rain coming in, because if I want to come up through the week and it's lashing with rain, then probably need a slightly better system. But yeah, I'll give you a wee look here. The stick was definitely dry enough, and it burned for long enough probably to boil some water. So there's the shelter, that's about it. I know it's not very straight, the ridge line's obviously bending down, but that's because I've pulled the tension on the tarp quite tight. As I said, I did bring some pegs and stuff with me, so I've pegged down what I can. So that's about it, guys. Not perfect, but hopefully it'll keep me dry. Just till we hunker down. I think the rain's going to come on shortly. I tidied up the rest of those tarps that were lying about and put them back in the chicken coop so that they can stay dry out of the rain. But lovely wee day. It's just so great to be here and not have to rush off and just suit yourself. Potter about. Have some fun. So thanks for watching, and hopefully catch up with you again soon this week. Bye for now.